Good morning, everyone. We are live. It is Tuesday, March 21st, 10:26 a.m., and the temperature right now is around 5 or 6 degrees Celsius. I see Stephen Collins in the chat, Vivian Johnson, Marge, Sheena Roberts, Daniel, and some other folks I can't quite see because I can't scroll up enough. But I am here, not where I intended on starting the stream, but I am right near King and Bay. I was originally at another spot around the corner, and I didn't have a strong enough signal, which is weird. That has not happened in a while. There I am, obviously rocking the wireless microphone, so we're going to get up and go for a bit of a walk this morning. I am doing a morning live stream in lieu of a regular video. Oh, some Kleenex fell out of my pocket. How embarrassing is that? And these are now going to move to the front pocket so I don't accidentally use them. And will find their way into a trash receptacle at some point. Well, that's fun. That might be a YouTube short there. Johnny Strides litters all over the place. Anywho, let me get my gimbal into the right mode here. Bash Brannigan asking, is this real live? No, it is Memorex. Not live. We're going with Memorex tonight. Hopefully I don't need those tissues. That's all I brought with me and they fell on the ground. There's a good potential YouTube short coming up. Wouldn't be the worst or most embarrassing thing to happen to me on camera. There's a look up at the tallest building in the country where once upon a time I used to have to go to work. So I would have been there most likely had I not have left that job almost 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. But we're in the financial district. And I have an idea for a video I want to record after this. All right. Someone's having a very animated conversation with themselves. And I completely lost my train of thought. Oh well. Good morning. Oh, so I have an idea as to where I want to end the stream. It's just a matter of getting there. That part I'm not so certain of, but we're just going to walk west for a bit. So this is Bay Street, and there's a look north. Hello, Marie Wiseman. We have the classically designed Mies Van TD Center on the left. And I recorded a video yesterday that I'm calling First Day of Spring, but this will be my first content in spring on the channel, as that one probably won't get posted till tomorrow or the day after. There goes a 504 King. We can pop into the TD Center courtyard for a second. So right around here, you get that money shot when you look up There we go. First Canadian Place on the left, St. Regis just to the right of that, Scotia Plaza just to the right of that, Commerce Court West to the right, and the TD Center all the way to the right. Ashburn right against this First Canadian Place is a great food court. It's one of the few that is above ground. And if you're wondering, no, I have not yet had my morning coffee. $500 Japanese yen. Arigato. Thank you so much for the 500 Japanese yen. And I see that a lot of cams in Japan are getting good views as cherry blossom season is starting to take over there. If you're wondering why traffic is so light in the middle of the financial district, King Street here is a designated transit priority corridor. So really cars through most intersections can't go straight through. You'll still see a whole lot of that as enforcement doesn't seem to exist anymore. The King Street car was so busy and overcrowded and took forever to get in and out of the financial district. Finally, they took action. I think it was Jennifer Keesmit who championed this idea. Someone who I wish was running for mayor. Good morning, Ari. Now also, since it's a bit cold, that's a good point. The path is underneath here, so you can connect to a number of subway stations, a dozen at least food courts, most of the office buildings without ever stepping foot out at street level. And now that they've covered up that little section at Union Station, you actually go all the way home to suburbia via the GO train without ever stepping foot outside. I'll probably have to go back and do another video of the path soon. George Pop says, good morning. And we are at York Street. And these King Street buses, I don't believe, are running west of Dufferin, or rather the King Street cars. That's why you see some buses mixed in on King Street here, along with the streetcars. There's a hybrid bus. Yeah, it's right around Dufferin here. That actually says Bathurst, where it's turning around. Holder is watching from Japan. It's 11:30 p.m. there. I'll be passing through that time zone pretty soon. Are extensions planned for the path? I think that's a matter of new developments coming up and it can be extended to. When they built the shops at Aura, they sold those units on the idea that the path would be extended there. There's a hotel in the way. This is University Avenue. Marge, $5 for a Timmy treat. Thank you, Marge. I might need something along those lines. All I had was my regular smoothie this morning. Long walks says it looks like a sunny morning. It's not bad. It's one of the nicer mornings we've had in a while. I don't think I'll be needing gloves or anything like that. I think cops are ticketing that vehicle for being parked on the sidewalk. Yeah, the guy parked right up on the sidewalk and put cones around his vehicle. I'm not sure where he's supposed to park because that's a streetcar stop right there. He can't park in that. And then there's only one lane of traffic. I guess he could illegally park before that barrier there. Or more likely, just eat the ticket. It's probably small potatoes in the grand scheme of things. That's one of the issues with this transit priority corridor. Chatty Cathy says, you're a new sub, what do I do in the summer when it's hard to read phone screens? I blast the brightness. Uh-oh. There we go. There's a postcard-worthy shot. Damon Washington, $15. Good morning, Johnny. Looks like a beautiful day up there. I hope this helps with lunch. You're watching from Pennsylvania. Thank you, Damon Washington. I hope you're having nice weather, wherever it is you are in Pennsylvania. It's a big state. Thanks again. And Chatty Cathy, yeah, I just cranked the brightness up. It's not too bad. Just try to avoid situations where the sun is at my back. So I'll often have to think about the direction of my route. Whereas in the winter, it's not really important. And we've got a 504 King to Broadview Station rolling through. It does eat a lot of battery, but it's still better than the winter. The cold weather definitely kills your battery more than a bright screen. Speaking of which, my battery life in this iPhone is at like 76%. As in, it only holds 76% of the capacity of a new battery, so it might be time to get that swapped in or swapped out. This is David Peakett Square. It's a common place to see people walking their dogs and that sort of thing. And we've got what I think is a super duper ugly building, Metro Hall. And look at this, the building next door to the Royal Alex has come down. Clayton Crawford, $55. I will personally buy you a breakfast because the channel is fun and I enjoy leaving comments if YouTube does screw things up. Clayton. Thank you, Clayton. Wow, for your very generous support. I certainly enjoy reading your comments. Yeah, there was a glitch yesterday where I was refreshing the comments and it wouldn't seem to give me access to them, so I think there was a little period where people couldn't post them. Thank you, Clayton. Lunch is on you, Timmy's is on Marge. So there are going to be some super talls going in right across the street here. Thank you, Barry. Ring Zero says the Mirvish Towers will be close to where I am. That's currently what they're planned to look like. I'm trying to think of what your supermarket would be if you lived here. Right in the entertainment district, plenty of food options and entertainment options, of course. And there's some public schools just to the west of here. Good morning, Jacqueline. There's the Princess of Wales Theatre, and I think some of the original proposals, the Mirvish Towers, might have seen this theater come out. There is Roxy. At one point, that was a Dunn's Montreal smoked meat sandwich restaurant. It became a pool hall and pub called Roxy, and now it is vacant. Barry asks if I've ever done the Hamilton area. I've driven through it, as in on the highway. In terms of live streams or regular videos, no, not yet. And we're at King and John before a Blue Jays game. This is often the hot dog vendor I hit up. I usually get off at St. Andrews Station, walk over to John here, and then it's south down to the Sky Dome. stretch is Restaurant Row. Good morning, Lisa. So I guess I've chosen to walk along King Street West. And this will be Peter Street to the north, Blue Jays Way to the south coming up. I have not been to Hamilton for 5 or 6 years now. It's actually a concert that I was last there for. He says, you found out yesterday I hosted Action Kid when he came to Toronto? Well, I showed him around a bit. But he stayed at Airbnbs, so I didn't host him in that sense. I would have. But I don't exactly live in a large bachelor. One person's kind of a tight fit. Ring Zero offering to be a Hamilton tour guide. Oh, this place, Cali Love, is closed down. It's kind of interesting. More new condos going in. Ash Brannigan says Action Kid probably knows Toronto pretty well by now. Certainly downtown, he'd be familiar with it. Even got up to a spot in Markham, Unionville, I've yet to go to on this channel. No Clayton, they have not, but I'm sure they would love to get me out of my rent-controlled unit. Stephen Collins has become a channel member. Thank you, Stephen Collins, for joining the ranks of channel membership. I just put out my monthly update for channel members and Patreon supporters yesterday. And I should have the members video up within a few days. I've got one recorded. Make a worthy postcard of Toronto. A crane with condos under construction looming behind it. Yikes. Interesting scribbles written on that building. This used to be an LCBO on the left, and I think this building is going to get knocked down and turned into a condo. So short-term lease. I can't imagine who would want that. Maybe one of those stores that pops up before Halloween and sells a bunch of costumes. Stephen Collins says, been 7 months already. Well, thanks for re-upping your membership. I should have known that. And hello, Emo's music channel. As those guys give me a weird look. Lakemoors. Oh, that cop just got someone. Probably for going straight through the intersection. I totally missed it. I just saw the lights go on. But we gotta look up in the skies and see if there's pigs flying around. An actual traffic stop. No, I think the cop's pointing to the sign there, saying, hey, can't you see? You can't go straight through that intersection. Lisa walked from Castle Frank home this morning and saw a police car pull over a van. Did you check for flying pigs? And the thing is, this is such easy money for the police. And they used to patrol it. And they stopped doing it, and the city kind of let the transit priority corridor infrastructure start to rot away. And more motorists have been abusing the rules here, so holy shit. There must be a crackdown. We've got 2 cars pulled over. Someone else just got it. All right, now that's a start. Not that I take pleasure in seeing people get pulled over. I don't have any sympathy for people who break the law, especially with their vehicles. Sorry, not sorry. Raja Patel says, oh wow. Although I think ironically, post-pandemic, the transit priority corridor itself is probably less needed. I think there's a lot less people commuting on 504 into the financial district.
I've been on jobs already where it's like, oh yeah, finish with this job.
I was going to walk on the outside, but there's a bunch of construction people there. Okay, this is into the tunnel to another world. And we're at 368 viewers. Thanks for tuning in to a somewhat rare weekday morning live stream. Let's see this. How much construction does Toronto get? We have more high-rise cranes than any other city in North America. By far, it's not even close. And I think it's been that way for like 20 plus years and counting. There's a lot of sort of trendy night spots in this area. Although in my time, this was not the cool part of town. There were a few spots around here, Devil's Martini, the Brandt House. But for the most part, everything was up near John and Richmond. Burger, fries, and pop, $9.99. Hello. Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Take care.
Cheers. Just ran into a subscriber. And apparently Lee Restaurant just up ahead is relocating away from their somewhat iconic location. It's a restaurant famous for, at least in the past, withholding tips from their servers. They're moving from King 7 minutes up to Richmond, just out the Queen. I wonder what's next for this spot. It's kind of a nice building, and it's a really nice space. And in the summer, they have a pretty cool patio. And this place is quite excellent, although I haven't been to this location in a while. The last few times I've had it has been at their newer Union Station location. If you want a German sausage and a pint of beer, that's the spot to go. Bill Chow celebrates 17 months of membership. Thanks for the latest members only memo. You're welcome, Bill Chow. Thank you for your support. That used to be Poutini's, now it's Momo Loco, a Momo shop. Next to a cannabis retailer. That girl is getting a compliment from that guy. I think he said she looks gorgeous and has great energy. Hopefully that made her day. Ali says he might be a creep. I think that's not the case. That's just the vibe I got from that guy. I think he's just probably a bit on the eccentric and friendly side. And she was certainly receptive to it. And we are hitting Bathurst. So I've wandered my way out of downtown almost. Thanks, Nobel Koss. You just made my day. We're gonna look south down Bathurst. This is the oldest pub in the city on the left, the Wheat Chief. And I wonder if that played a role in the choice to put the subway station in across the street and not here. Because I think the other two buildings have heritage status as well, if I'm not mistaken. Oh well. Transit released a video on the Finch West LRT. I'll have to take a look. I'll probably watch that one on Nebula. we have left the transit priority corridor. That ends at Bathurst Street. It runs between Bathurst and Jarvis. So it covers the whole west half of downtown, but only half of the eastern half. There's a notice from H&R Block that says file now. They're trying to get me to hit that submit button. As soon as I do that, it's going to be a world of pain financially on my end. I got my taxes all done, I just haven't yet net filed it away. Smith and Chai. I think I went in there on a prior stream once. And got a morning coffee. Matt passing King Street West, indeed. This is west on King Street West, on the south side, right at Niagara Street. We started in the financial district at Bay and King. TurboTax or H&R Block. I use Simple Tax. They've got a button that just feeds in all your investment stuff. And it'll link over to the CRA website and pull in any forms that are available there and just kind of do it all for you. Not quite, but almost. The time I ever paid someone to do my taxes was when I got back from being in Korea for 6 years. I actually went to an H&R Block and I said, I don't want to deal with this. And I gave them all my stuff. I think it was like $50 or something. They just whipped it up for me. There's Stanley Park. All right, I gotta turn my phone brightness up here. Just give me 1 sec. Hateful, yeah, but that was quite a while ago. That was like 2012 or 2013. Here he asks if I can speak French. No, I learned after a trip to Montreal and a trip to the Dominican. I speak better Spanish than I do French. All right, so do we want to go down to the Garrison crossing, get a little bit of nature, or do we want to keep going west on King Street West? Let's see what you guys decide. John embarrasses me in the French language are literally not on speaking terms. Where are we going? Am I going left? Or am I going straight? I think I said nature. That's the wrong word to use, but go through a park and over a rail corridor or stay on King. Marge says Garrison Crossing. Shivlin says Nature Walk. Continue west. Nature, nature. The early poll results are in, but we're only 48 minutes in. We've got time, so we'll go this way. Then I can always loop back up. But we also get a pretty awesome view. That's an understatement. It's like an A+ view right there. Actually, I'm going to consider making this a new thumbnail for this video. And since we're sitting down for a quick break, I just got an email from ExpressVPN sponsorship opportunity for your next video. All you need to do is create a 30-second sponsorship with ExpressVPN on our brand new automated YouTube sponsorship platform. Get $100 guaranteed base fee and earn $25 for every conversion you get. There you guys go. Whenever you see ads pop up in the middle of YouTube videos, this is how it all starts when they reach out to you. So they're offering me $100 to make a 30-second insert plus $25 for every person who signs up. Maybe I shouldn't have shared that information with you, but I'm pretty transparent, I guess. So that's how that works. The more views your videos get, typically the more they'll offer. But I'm more of a volume-based YouTuber. I put up a lot of videos that occasionally get a lot of views, but most of them just do kind of okay. That's one of the reasons why you don't see too many walktubers doing those insert ads that all the other YouTubers seem to do. Oh well, if you see an ExpressVPN ad on my channel in the near future, you have an inside track as to what the deal is. I usually ignore those emails. But you never know. Maybe I'll bite. Ash Brannigan says, do you know how to make a good ad? I did one for a wallet company once. Not Ridge Wallet, but the other one. I forget the name. I once had an insert for that in one of my videos. I had to send them the ad ahead of time and they approved it. Was it worth it? I don't know. I stopped using the wallet. So I kind of stopped talking about it and I took down the affiliate link. At least I think I did. It's a cool product, but I kind of liked my trusty existing wallet. All right, let's make these vehicles stop. And go cross a rail corridor. It's not like there's a road with bike lanes or anything right there. Let's just ride on the sidewalk. Thank you, Clayton, for your support and for buying me a nice lunch earlier. Hope you have a good day, sir. Pine Soul's waiting for the Dr. Pepper sponsorship. I should do. Oh, we got an Up Express sighting. Lisa says, wipe my lens. Is that better? Yeah, these lenses, I think the coating on them has worn down. And they're kind of giving me problems. My iPhone is begging to be replaced. Calvin Williams is here. There's a look at the rail corridor. That one heads up to Brampton. And there's another one just south of here. Goes out towards Mississauga. All right, Allie BHG, take care. This may be another thumbnail opportunity. It just said clean your lens for a better picture. One sec. My phone detected my lens. It's kind of a cool view. Looks like they've got an off-leash area right there. Or maybe that person's just taking their dog where they're not supposed to. I should have taken a picture when that GO train was rolling by. Oh well. A new park is coming to 10 Ordnance Street. So what is that area? Is that like an unofficial off-leash zone? Chatty Cathy says I'm in my 40s. That is true. I got 8 more years of this 40s nonsense to deal with. We've got another rail corridor here. This is the Lakeshore GO line. Rosie says, I am old. We have a year, 5 months, and 5 days, but who's counting? Yeah, the only thing I count down to are vacations. Most things not worth counting down to. Speaking of which, oh, here we go. See if we can get this thing to focus. It's unfortunate they got this nice area here, which would be kind of ideal for train watching. But you don't really get a look in towards Union Station or the tower or the dome or anything. It all gets kind of cut off. It would be cool if they built one of these cutouts just over there on the other side. That would be kind of ideal. So it says GO trains have good frequency. Yeah, but they unfortunately run on like a hub and spoke system, so everything feeds into Union. So it's not a very good inter-regional transit system. If you're going from like Mississauga to Vaughan or something, the trains will be no good. And they run mostly around the rush hour peak. So during the day, most of the trains are just kind of parked. I know there are changes coming. Those are common criticisms of the GO system. Still, I think it's best in class as far as North American regional rail goes. But that's a pretty low bar. And I wanted to go this way and take these stairs, but they are blocked off. So we'll take another set of stairs instead. Jeanette is here. Hello, Jeanette. Happy Spring Tuesday. And this has turned from a nice morning looking into a very nice afternoon. I don't think it's afternoon yet, but it'll be here soon enough. So I'll hit those staircases over there. Vivian says thumbs up for Johnny for giving us this morning stream. Thanks, Vivian. Little do you know, this is my plan of laziness. Because normally when I stream, there's still a video in the morning. But not today. Although I do have an idea for a YouTube short that I might post this afternoon, so there might be some more content on the channel. It'll be more of a fun one, not someone trying to kill me behind the wheel of a car like many of my shorts are. Hello. There's a friendly viewer riding by. So this is a big public space called the Bentway. That's pretty cool. And it's to be extended further to the east of here. But I think for now it runs till about Spadina. Guess you're just supposed to sit here take in the sights under the highway. Ash Brannigan says, does Johnny exist when he's not filming? No. I don't think they were, Vivian, actually. I'm sure Lisa could correct me if that's incorrect. got Strawn, named after John Strawn. The Prince's Gates are just to the right. Lake Ontario straight to the south. Commemorating Mothers of Invention, Rebirth of Future Toronto on Collective Care. This overpass was erected in 1981. There's some information you didn't need to know. And it's quite common to see horse droppings in these bike lanes, as this is a path the Toronto Mounted Unit often takes when they go into the city. They're located just at Exhibition Place around the corner. There's a 29 Dufferin bus. And that is on Strawn because I believe Dufferin is close south of King. Bit of an unusual sight. Be nice if a train would roll through about now. There goes an Up Express, which you can kind of see. Ash Brannigan says, who picks up the poop? I think they just depend on cyclists to kind of crush it. And it'll wash away after a good rain, because they sure as hell don't pick it up. It's one of Toronto's newest streets, Ordnance Street. So I don't know what neighborhood the people on this side of the street would say they live in. But if you live over there, you would be in Liberty Village. Greetings from Istanbul. Maybe I shouldn't have crossed the street because there's a pretty nice view to be had. Yeah, we can still see it from here. Let's do a little zoom in. Gemini says, greetings from Young and Egg. It's my neighborhood. Vivian, very true. This might be the nicest day of the year so far. Gemini says, is that Liberty Village? It is. I think I'm going to walk over that way. Maybe I'll go left at King here. Boardwalk Brad, $5. Thank you for the super, Boardwalk Brad. Long time no see. Or at least that I remember. Thanks, Boardwalk Brad. He's going to be like, I was in your stream yesterday. Well, I've got the memory of a goldfish sometimes. And is it just me, or does the Palace Arms look very, very different? They've stripped all that white paint off of it. That's going to be incorporated into a new development. It was previously kind of a rooming house. I have not seen it look like that. Interesting sight. Someone wrote beyond. So we are back on King Street heading west after that detour through the Stanley Park, the Garrison Crossing, and Strawn Avenue. There's a name you will see a lot of in this city. So on the left is Liberty Village, and if I keep going, I'll end up in Parkdale. And I did a walk through Parkdale the other day. That one has yet to be posted. The 63 Ossington bus in the other direction. It'll end all the way up at Eglinton West Station, if I'm not mistaken. Well, those girls know something I didn't know. They were waiting across the street at Duro. And clearly, they just came up here and cut through this park. we have hit Shaw Street. Those are all extremely well-behaved dogs. It looks like a TTC vehicle repairing the wires up top. How the hell can Loblaws get away with calling that place Independent City Market? It is independent, but actually owned by the biggest supermarket conglomerate in the country. I think it's probably set up so one of their former executives is owner by name, but we all know where most of the money is going to. Mr. Galen Weston. Burritos. That smells really good too. What I want to know is who the hell asked Galen Weston to be their spokesman? You seem like a fine, charismatic person to be in all our TV commercials. Said none of their marketing executives. I think it was more of a case of he was like, hey, I'm going to be the face of this company, and no one dared tell him not to. Here's our fancy new bridge, which was lit on fire a few years ago. Maybe I shouldn't laugh at that, but in hindsight, it's kind of funny. And just to the north of here, you'll find the West Queen West neighborhood up at Queen. And you can cut through on Sunbury Street to get there, because there's not a lot of north-south options, because there's a rail corridor that severs the two areas from one another. So that first rail corridor I went over at the Garrison crossing has reappeared. This is what we're walking under. That pigeon just scooped up a leaf and flew away. I think it's building a nest or something up there. Yeah, I think there's a pigeon nesting. Huh. There's David Attenborough when you need him. Did I watch The Bachelor yesterday? No. I don't think I've ever watched The Bachelor. It's not intentional. Pretty cool when there's streetcars going through here when you're down here. I'm the David Attenborough of King West. I could watch anything if that guy was narrating it. Him and Morgan Freeman. I don't know who is the better of the two, but I think they're the all-time two greatest narrators. Period. I'd very much like to see them co-narrate something. And we are at Atlantic. Is this Parkdale? No, Parkdale starts in about 6 or 7 blocks, I want to say, west of here. Don't forget Warner Herzog. So yeah, this underpass here dates back to 1888. And this West Elm, for some reason, kind of reminds me of the one in Dumbo in Brooklyn. No, I am not in any way, shape, or form implying that this area is even remotely similar to that. Just the store itself gives me that same kind of vibe. And straight ahead is BMO Field. I think I did a walk through Liberty Village not too long ago. Unfortunately, it has some very suburban elements built into it. Plazas with parking out front. There's a place called Burger Drops. Exhibition, Go Station. And soon they'll be adding TTC subway station to that sign. Well, not soon. Maybe in 15 years. Eventually. They'll have to refresh that sign. But nearly every old building you see here will have a plaque on it.
Do I just like skip the middle step?
Inglis, a big appliance manufacturer, was here. Irwin Toys. There's a number of lofts named after the business that was in that location. This is Liberty Street. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's ride on the sidewalk. So maybe I'll cut through the Liberty Market building. And there's a Balzac's. Back when I lived in the St. Lawrence, I used to go to their St. Lawrence location. That location in particular is an excellent date spot. Thank you, Lisa. Boardwalk Brad says you'll be getting your own DJI Pocket 2 this summer. I just broke the control stick. My last working control stick off of my good Pocket 2. So I've ordered a new control stick, and it's coming Friday. Until then, I'll have to make do without it. And I'm probably going to order a third Pocket 2, as my other one has sand in it. I think my watch was just telling me we hit 10K steps. I know I didn't yesterday, or at least I don't think I did yesterday. 10,038. Gotta pay $3 for each half hour. There's the Brazen Head. I've been to that pub a few times. It looks like there's another one with a patio. Noto Liberty across the street. Hobbs bread, canvas, Chiang Mai. I imagine when they designed this area that they thought it would turn out a lot cooler than it actually did. Pizza slice combo, $6.25. I have heard nothing but amazing things about this place. I'll let go. Oh, there it is. I was looking on the other side of the street. You could go to their flagship restaurant on Spadina and get a Michelin-starred experience. There's also another go there, piggybacking on that one. Custom cakes and cupcakes. Walks in Wall Street is here. What's up? Jeanette, $7. Yeesh, YouTube Super Chat was giving you grief. A little something for a tasty snacky. Thank you, Jeanette. I wonder how much an R2-D2 cake costs. Thank you, Jeanette. And of course, there's a Timmy's here. And you know you're in a great urban environment when you see a sign that says walkway. And that just leads you right into a parking lot. What? Are you... I don't understand the purpose of that sign. I still don't see the walkway. Is this the walkway? There's a sign that says walkway on the other side. Never mind the cars backing out. I know I like to see heavy construction machinery parked in my walkways. Good job, city, on that one. There's look north up Atlantic. Oh, we're gonna go south here. Poor urban planning, or just an idiotic sign, or a pair of signs that don't really make much sense. If you do know where the walkway is, feel free to let me know. There's a place called PPE Supply Canada. I wonder how business is going for them these days. Maybe that's just a guy who bought all the toilet paper at a supermarket 3 years ago and decided to make a full-blown business out of it. And on the left, they are prepping to greatly expand exhibition station here. They're going to be building a large canopy over the rail corridor and greatly enhancing it. I could go that way, or I could just stay straight here. And eventually it'll be the terminating station of the Ontario line in this spot. Although Metrolinx is behind it, so there's a good chance that'll never happen. And I'll look towards suburbia. $750 BB cake from Toronto's For the Love of Cake. No price on the R2D2. It would have been cool if we caught a train rolling through here. Some work going on that side. All right, I'm going to cross over to the other side. And we're going to hope that the signal holds out. Or I'm going to hope that it does. If it starts to cut out when I'm in this tunnel, I might have to run. Streetcars, tramways. There's the soccer/Canadian football stadium across the street. All right, Jeanette, take care. I don't know why I'm walking down here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to hop on a 509 streetcar and do a transit ride video. It's been a while since I've done one of those. So this is going to be where we wrap up. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. I go live usually about 3-4 times a week. I'll be going live at least one more time later this week. I also go live on the Johnny Stumbles channel. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides. And I want to thank our moderators for doing their good job. And our channel members and Patreon supporters and just everyone else. It was a fun stream. I'll probably do another morning one next week and then a morning one the week after. Just because I'm trying to build up a little bit of a backlog of videos. Thanks for tuning in to the first live stream of spring. All right, so I'm gonna tune out now. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay warm, stay safe.
The station elevators are out of service for 4 upgrades. Shuttle service is available for those with access to the
And I'm not gonna wait for the message. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Yoink.